Hi viewers, welcome to Elegant Fashion Tutorial. My name is Charles Peace. In today's video, we'll be making a beautiful A-line dress. It's a trending A-line dress that has a pleat at the front. It's gonna be simple and easy to achieve. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I publish another video. Now I will use this pattern paper first to cut it, the skate part of it. It has a skate part and the upper part. It's a normal basic skate. If you know how to cut pencil skate, it's normal the way you cut your pencil skate. The difference there is that at the middle part, you'll be adding extra inches depending on how full you want it. If you want it 4 inches, 5 inches, that's good. And at the down part, you will add extra, either 1 inch or 2 inches, depending on your design. But in this video, in that pencil skirt, after cutting the normal pencil skirt, we'll be adding extra 5 inches. That will be pleated at the middle and extra 1 inch at the down part. So now let's start. This is my pattern paper. I'll use the measurement of 38 inches. Now the half length I'll be using for this tutorial is 13 inches. That is 38 minus 13 inches will give me 25 inches. That is the skirt part of the dress will be 25 inches. Now what I have here is 25 exactly. But when I'm cutting it with my fabric, I'm going to add extra 1 inch or 1.5 so that I will use it for the hemming, folding at the down part, and the joining at the half length point. Now my paper is on fold. You can see that is on fold. But normally when you are cutting your pencil skate, you'll be using this center part to cut. But here we use this edge that is open. That is where I need to place my measurement. Now this part will be the extra inches that will be added. So I will use 6 inches. Depending on how you want it. If you want to make it 6, that's good. If you want to make it 7, that's fine. Now join the lines together. This line now will now serve as my middle point. So the next thing I'll do now is to put my waist measurement. The waist measurement here I'm working with is 27 inches. 27 divided by 4 will give me 6.8 approximately. So this is 6.8, half inch for my dart allowance. This half inch here for dart allowance. Then 2 inches for the main allowance. Now from the waist to the hips, I'm using 6 inches. Depending on the size of the person. Average person, you can use between 7 to 8 inches. But somebody that is very tall, you can use maybe 9 inches, 10 inches. So I'm using 6 inches here. Then from these 6 inches, I'll now put the circumference of the hips, which is, hips measurement is 34 inches divided by 4 will give me 8.5 inches. This 8.5 inches here plus 2 inches allowance Then I'll join the lines together. Then this together we are having 10.5 inches. I will measure it down to the down part and add extra 1 inch. This is the down part. I'll measure 10.5 plus 1 inch, making it 11.5 inches. This is the normal 10.5 inches. Then this is extra 1 inch that I added. Before I cut it out, for the dart, now I'll measure 3.5 inches here. This is 3.5 inches and 3.5 inches as well. Yeah, and you can make it 4 inches. Then at this point, take away ½ inch here and ½ inch here. Then I'll join it together. So this is my skirt dart. So guys, I'll then cut it out. Okay, I'll put a notch at this point here. So by the time we are done, this is what we are having here. So this is the extra 6 inches we added. What you need to do here is very simple. Just make a bust length. From this point to this middle point here. And as well from this point. But before you do that, you must make sure you insert your dart. Your dart must be there first. After your dart, you can now bring it together. So by the time, so this is what we'll be having. And see that. So guys, I'll be cutting it now on my fabric. This is the front part. So I'll cut it now. I'll put a notch on the same point from my pattern paper. Now I'll slowly put a notch at that point. I just transfer what I did on the pattern paper to this fabric. So that is, we have ½ inch here and ½ inch here. Then I'll join it together. Okay, the next thing we do now is to cut the back piece. Now this is the back piece. I've already placed the front part to the back piece. I added extra 1.5 inches to the back piece because of the zipper. So I'll cut it now. I will as well transfer the dart to the back and place a notch. The same thing, this point where the allowance is. Remember, this one is having a zipper. So I'll be notching both the extra and the zipper side. I've already notched this place, this for the zip allowance, so that you know exactly where the zipper side is. This area is allowance for zip. So by the time I turn it and I join it, so the main point here is here. Then I'll put the extra 6 inches that we added as well, the notch as well, to the back piece. So guys, we are done with the down part of the dress. The next thing is the upper part of the dress. So we want to cut the upper part of the dress now. The half length I'm working with is 13 inches plus 1 inch to give me 14 inches. Next thing is to place my shoulder measurement, which is 13 inches divided by 2 will give me 6.5 inches. Then I'll add half inch, making it 7 inches. This is 7 inches. Then I will use 7 inches as well for the armhole. Now, bust measurement I'm working with is 32 inches divided by 4 will give me 8. This is 8 inches plus 2 inches. Now the waist is 27 divided by 4 will give me 6.8 inches. Plus 2 inches. Now the neckline will be 3 inches by 6 inches. To be a round neck. Now for the armhole, just curve it to this point. Just minus half inch for the main, half inch. This is the front part. I'll curve it down. For this waistline, I need to add extra 1 inch for the dart allowance. Sorry, I didn't add it earlier. Now the darts I will use. Now mark 3.5 inches here. And from the shoulder here, I will minus 1 inch for the shoulder slant. For the darts, for the bust point here, I will use 10 inches will be the point. While I measure 3.5 here, Then from this 3.5, I minus ½ inch here, ½ inch on the left and ½ inch on the right to join to this point here to be the dart. Then I'll cut. The 1 inch that is here is the 1 inch I added. So that's why I added it. Then I'll place it to cut the back piece. I remove the shoulder slant first before I cut the back piece. Then I'll place it. Okay, I remove my zipper allowance, 1.5 inches for the zipper. Then to the neckline, I'll be cutting 2 inches depth. Okay guys, we are actually done with the cutting. The next thing will be for the sewing, but before then I will notch the zipper side. Put a notch here and as well put a notch at that point. We are actually done with the upper side. So this is what we have after cutting. This is the front piece. This is the front piece, while this is the back piece. This is the back, while this is the front. So guys, the next thing we'll be cutting will be the sleeve. I want to cut the 2 sleeves together. I first folded it like this and I fold it again. So the sleeve length is 9 inches plus 1 inch, making it 10 inches. Then the round sleeve is 11 inches for the upper part and 10 inches for the lower part. Now 11 divided by 2 will give me 5.5 inches plus 2 inches here, or you can use 1.5 inches. Now to the down part is 5 inches here plus 2 inches, or let's use 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. So it will have an opening. So what I'll do here, I'll mark 3 inches here and come down by 3 inches as well. Then I'll curve it this way. So that means the upper part will be open. If you have not watched, there's a video I made on how to do a coat shoulder. This is a coat shoulder sleeve. So you can as well watch that. You see more explanation on that. Okay. Then I'll open it up to cut this part. Okay guys, we are done with the cutting. Now for you to achieve the skirt, as I explained with the pattern paper, now we have up to 5 notches here. This one here at the last part is the dart. The 2 darts at the 2 edges. Then this point here is the point that will overlap at this middle point. I put a notch at the middle point. It's very, very simple. After sewing your dart, remember I told you we measured from this point just 4 inches down. You take it up after sewing this dart. If you have not watched how to fix that, now one of my videos on how to make a fitted dress, I explained how to fix a dart. You watch it properly. It's just very simple, just 4 inches down, you sew it. Now the next thing is these 3 points, these 2 points will be joined to this point to achieve that beautiful pleat at the front. So what you need at this point, remember we have a notch at the middle. It will help you not to make a mistake. So you have to fold it and pleat it to this point. You can see that. And as well, from this other side, you pleat it to meet at this edge. See, this is how we now get that beautiful pleat at the front part. Can see that it's very, very simple. It's just a fitted dress that is just extended small because of the fitted. So this is how you can achieve it. It's very, very simple. Now this is the upper part. After your pleat, now this is the same notch for that here. You know, after sewing it, it should rhyme the same point with the down part. It's very, very important. That's what makes you professional. You must make it to rhyme. But when it shifts, it looks somehow. So the same way you notch, you fix your dart at the other side. After that, you now join it together. You can see that. So we have actually achieved the beautiful pleat. This is for the front piece. Now let me show you how to do the back piece as well. Now this is the back piece. This is one piece of the back. It has a zip allowance. So by the time you put your dart as well, look at the notch for the darts. This is 3.5 away from the main measurement. That's what I used. Then remember we added zip allowance. This is 2 inches zip allowance here at this notch. This notch is the pleat notch, while this one is the dart notch. Very, very important. So to achieve the back piece, remember after sewing your zipper, it should be this way. Should be folded in. It will not be open. So this is what you'll be having. So the next thing you will do as well is to pleat, take the edge notched for the pleating to rhyme with this edge as well. This is how it will be, but make sure you first sew your dart, which is 3.5 inches away from the main measurement. The same way you do to this side is the same way you do to the other side. So the difference is the zipper that will be added to the back piece. That's the difference. And you fold your pleat as well. To rhyme to this. So by the time you do that, this is what you'll be having. for the back piece as well. So you can see that just the same way we did to the front. Now this is the back piece. You can see how it is. So by the time you are done with the sewing, this is what the back piece should look like. The difference is that it's having a zipper and it has two pieces, while the front is a single piece. So by the time you join it, remember your back piece should have as well your dart. You fix your dart. We are done, guys. You can see that it's very, very simple and easy. If you are confused, you can watch it all over again. And don't forget to make your own. I would like to see the ones you've made. And if you've done your own, you kindly post it on my group at Elegant Styles and Tutorial in my Facebook group. Let me see how beautiful your own looks, because I want your own to be more beautiful than mine. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I publish another video. And don't forget to share it to your friends. Bye.